Within the past few weeks, 30-year fixed mortgage rate has gone above the 5% benchmark, which has not been seen since April of 2010 when it was at 5.21. About a year ago, the mortgage interest rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage was hovering around 3.5%. At the time of making this video here in May of 2022, the mortgage interest rate is about 5.375%. This is the fastest mortgage rate increase in the last 4 decades. One prominent question everyone is asking, including myself, is this going to pop the real estate bubble that we've been seeing and cause prices to finally come down? First, why did the Feds increase the interest rate? The Federal Reserve is trying their best right now to control this big scary word that all of us have been hearing about, and something we've been feeling every time we go buy goods and service like gas and groceries. And that scary word is inflation. In order to tame the current inflation rate that's hovering around 7.9%, the Fed needs to increase the interest rate and hope that will slow down the housing price growth that we've been seeing the last 2 years. As we mentioned in our previous videos, we saw an average of 20% year-over-year increase in housing prices in 2021, which have never been seen in real estate history. As scary as it may seem that mortgage rates are going up, it's actually there to stabilize the housing market. Because if a house goes up 20% year-over-year, with our current median price point here in King County hovering at $930,000, if real estate kept going 20% each year, in 5 years, the median home price in King County would be over $2 million. And let's be real, at that point, home prices would not be affordable for 95% of the home buyers out in the marketplace. So with interest rate rising now, the market should stabilize a little bit better, where there's now going to be a fair number of sellers compared to the numbers of buyers that are out looking for homes. It's going to be a little bit more of a balanced market finally. As a home seller, you might not get that 7 or 8 offers on your home like it used to be. That now you're probably not going to get that buyer that's waiving all the contingency and putting $200,000 more than list price. However, you may still get 2 or 3 offers. The house has to be in moderate condition in order to sell now, and you still get a fair market offer for your home and a chance for multiple offers still. As a buyer, this is what you've been waiting for the last 3 years. Finally, a chance to buy a home without waiving all your contingency and paying $250,000 over the list price, knowing that you're not going to get the home. So as a buyer, this is that golden time and that golden opportunity for you to finally get into the home of your dreams. Yes, I know some people watching this video will say, well, I don't want to buy now because the rates are up, which oftentimes, they're the same the people that didn't want to buy in 2012 when the prices were low and the interest rate was the same as today's market. But that's a different topic for a different video next time. Sure, from the perspective of a home buyer, the interest rate may be a little bit more today than it was last year. I totally get it. As a home buyer myself in 2022, looking for a rental home that we want to purchase for our Airbnb project, like many of you out there that are looking to purchase a home, I'm annoyed that there's no more 3.5% interest rate or 4.5% investor rate. Overall, real estate is a long-term perspective and a long-term investment. And it has to do with your current housing needs. I'd rather be a home buyer in any market than keep paying rent. And here's another important factor to keep in mind, especially here in Washington. There's still plenty of people with jobs and great employers here in the Washington state area. And this will simply attract more people to come here in the years to come and eventually drive up the housing prices even more down the road. As a potential home buyer in 2022, I'm willing to buy now and temporarily pay a little bit more on my interest rate and mortgage payment a little bit, but at least I get to purchase a home and not have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars more in some cases and not be able to find a home like it was before. Again, this is just my personal observation of what's happening in the marketplace with the mortgage rates rising these last couple of weeks. And being in the marketplace 15 years now and helping hundreds of families purchase and sell their home and have my own rental properties and our own home, yes, I have this weird feeling that interest rate will eventually go down again in the future. And when it does go down in the future, I will just simply refinance my mortgage. And I'm playing the long-term game, so it's okay to get a home now and refinance later. I've personally seen mortgage interest rate go down every time there's a hiccup in the economy. Like the Feds has two bullets that they always use, either print more money into the economy, which they have printed over $8 trillion in the last 2 years, or simply lower interest rate. Interest rate was lowered after September 11, 2001. Then in 2008, when there was a financial crisis, they lowered the interest rate. Then in 2015, when the stock market was slowing down a little bit, rates was again lowered. And then in spring of 2020, as a result of the pandemic slowing down, we saw one of the biggest interest rate cut in banking history. So everyone that has purchased a home since 2001 and kept it for a long-term perspective has now seen their home more than double in home value, especially here in King County. Like again, our advice for real estate, like any investment, is play the long-term game. Once again, thank you for viewing this video. If there's any other questions you may have in regarding to buying or selling your home in 2022, please feel free to reach out to our team privately. We'd be more than happy to help you and your family with all your housing needs. Have an amazing week, everyone. Stay safe, live well, and take care.